What's up, YouTube? It's me. I've been noticing, it's 2020. Everybody's going through tough times. Some of us are going through some good times. It's a lot going on for everybody. But I just pretty much wanted to be able to share with you guys something that will probably help get you guys, those of you that are in some, I guess we'll say rough situations, or maybe you're down, maybe you're depressed. I just want to give y'all a little something. I've been going through a lot myself, but now I'm at a spot where mentally, emotionally, just beautiful. And I just want to explain how, real quick. I don't want to make this, like a long video or anything like that. But what I would recommend, you guys are down. This is 2020. We spend a lot of times with ourselves, and a lot of people can't really handle all that. But what's really gonna help is actually taking the time to figure out what it is that works for you. And what do I mean by that? Like in general, right? This is a general statement. Like in life, what is your thing? Like your thing that, like your flow, that your state of mind, the thing that once you're doing what works for you, you're more in tune with yourself. And that's really the gist of what it is, what I'm getting into, is that find the things that let you be able to be in tune with yourself, so that way things can happen more naturally. Don't worry so much about, don't give a fuck about what everybody else, may have to say, or what everybody else is worried about. Like, I separated myself mentally, emotionally from all the judgmental aspects of, worldly views, desires, all that shit, dude. Like, don't worry about that. Just worry about you, what's gonna, give you happiness, your peace of mind. And you gotta go back to basics. Take the time out, figure out, okay, what are the things that I actually enjoy, what are the things that I like to do. Focus on those things. Ask yourself, what are the things that have always worked out for me, or whenever I do this, or whatever. Think of the things that you've been successful in and have remained successful in. For me, it's just been things that things that I enjoy, like I actually enjoy, and B, things that I have full control of. Generally those two go hand in hand. And the thing for me, my thing, or my ability, or whatever you want to call it, whenever I don't care too much or latch on too much onto something, have this deep desire, I gotta have this or that, or this, and this and that needs to happen. Like, once I accepted how things are and just let that shit go, like, I've been coasting ever since. Things have just been working out naturally. Can't necessarily explain why just yet, but that's how it's been. And I've tested that in the past before, and it held true, but I didn't want to believe in it because it didn't seem logical. But that's just kind of how it is, and I kind of accept that, that's a part of what works for me. Find out what works for you. Take that time out. Experiment. Take your time. Don't feel like you're in a rush for everything. Take your time out. Figure out what it is that works for you. And once you start to find those things, do some soul searching. Figure that shit out. And then once you do, then you can start to enjoy, focus on the now, not so much on the later, because later ain't always promised. Focus on the now, because that's how you get a better tomorrow in the first place. So that's pretty much all it is I wanted to say. That's just something that's helped me out personally. I've done a lot for myself just so I can better understand myself. I'll leave you guys with this, especially for those of you that are gamers. Most of you guys that follow me and stuff are. So we play a lot of games and stuff, and we buff our characters before missions and everything, or we try to learn when we pick our main. We try to figure out the ins and outs of the character, so that way we know how to better utilize it, right? As well as just learning the game in general. Well, those of you that are in your 20s or 30s, and even teens or whatever, you guys have a general idea of how life is, the game, how the game is played, right? But what's really important is taking the time out to learn how the character that you use works, right? Because we're playing the game, we don't really know how the character we're playing as works. We're not going to be that successful. And in this case, we are that character. We are the main. So learn you, master you. Learn the ins and outs to use your strengths and weaknesses. Learn what works for you. Learn that shit, and then you can do better at the game. I'll leave y'all with that. Y'all have a good one. Savage out.